Okay, update here at iLiquor Gecko and Exotics. We are going to cut our ball python eggs at day 55. Here is the male. This is the father. What is he?
He's a hypo enchi lesser.
So it's a hypo enchi lesser. We got these two are paired up. They've been she's ovulating and they've been locking. The tragedy was the mother to these eggs was a orange ghost, right?
Yes.
And she was older, and after she laid eggs, not much longer, she rolled. And she was in great health as far as the way she looked after giving those eggs, but she rolled. So, tragedy, but luckily she has 4 fertile eggs, and her bloodline will be passed on. So, let's see what we got.
Keith is sanitized.
Yeah,
Sterile.
These are the eggs, 4 plump eggs. But she had 1 slug.
Yep.
So she had 5 eggs total, 4 good, 1 slug. Which again, not bad for that girl, but she had bred before we got her, and she was older, so we don't know any of her real history. But like I said, luckily, if all 4 of these work, you know, her bloodline passes on. So again, we're cutting these at day 55.
Yep.
All right, get in. You just focus on cutting that egg.
The leakage is fine. Alright. There you go. I need you to turn. Little sneaky. And we have a lesser. I'll cut this a little bit bigger.
Alright, we'll see if that's alright.
You can once I cut this open.
I don't think I'm cutting that open much bigger.
I don't know, I'm cutting open the whole. Actually, it's a lesser ghost. Looks like. Oh, that's pretty.
There we go, look at that. It's our first cut, look at that. We don't know exactly what that could be.
So you're trying to take a breath.
Uh-huh. What are you thinking it is?
Might be a lesser ghost.
Lesser ghost, maybe? I need you real quick. Go hit all the lights on.
They are on.
Hit that one. That helps. Because when you put your phone on the flash, load it up better. Yeah.
Maybe enchi.
Yeah, we'll see. Don't mess with it too much.
Good as long as I don't pull it out of the egg.
Okay, first one cut.
Biggest thing is always change your paper towel in between eggs.
Now, would you sanitize your hands every time?
Nope.
Alright.
Because I'm still handling the same eggs.
Okay.
I just don't want to.
I got you. Just glued.
Yeah. That's also how we know they're ready. Is that they just peel apart. Alright, you. It's your turn to make your debut. This one's really white. Excuse me, little one. I wanted to see what you is. What is that? idea what this is.
It's like pattern, no pattern to it.
Hey you, I need you to scooch. It's purple.
Well, I mean, they all kind of look like that right now.
I'll take more pictures once we get done.
Number 2, is it still alive?
Yeah.
Number 2, we're on the number 3.
This gets a little gooey.
Yeah?
Just a little bit. That was nice and full. So far, no single genes. Everything's double.
Well, so far, no normal either. Be shown though, they're all dominants.
Oh. Ghost is recessive.
That's
And
also,
hypo. That's definitely ghost. Enchi. Definitely enchi. Looks a lot like the mom. But with enchi. I'll go through and cut all these flaps off before after this too. I feel you moving in the fingers. Another nice plump egg. Last but not least, see what we hit.
I mean, these are not the world's craziest combos or anything, but you know, like your gecko and exotic, we just we make some other stuff. We got run plans, but you know, these are also affordable for people. So it's, you know, not out of reach. Most of our customer base is people looking for pets and looking for pretty animals that they can afford.
That's a pretty baby.
So they're all enchi.
No, this one, look, maybe. It's be hard to tell till they all come out of their egg. See their faces. It's the tail. Faces underneath. But for healthy babies.
They'll all go back into the incubator till they start to emerge from their egg.
And then go on to soft, wet paper towel until they shed.
When that comes, we'll show you guys once we move them into their. Once they come out of the eggs, we'll move them into their. I guess, what would you call that?
Their temporary thing until they shed. They have to go on wet paper towel until they shed. Just opening it up a little bit better for them. I bet you this is an all gene right here. That'll be staying. That's a pretty baby.
But while she's finishing up this, another thing I heard I Liquor Gecko and Exotics, we hatched these out of chicken incubators because we had to just scramble. But we do have our cooler up and running. We're naming it Liquid Logic. If anybody kayaks, it's a kayak company, but I had this old sticker. It's perfect because over here, that's our new incubator. You know, it's just an old fridge that we took the guts out. But instead of using heat tape, we're working on a new thing. If you guys look online, people build these coolers. I know how I did it. I saw Reach Out Reptile was showing the cooler method using water, aquarium heaters, and circulators to make an incubator with a cooler. So we said, why not? Couldn't we do that with a fridge? Because these fridges that we all use, Coke fridges, drink fridges that we get, we use heat tape, Flex Watt heat tape, whatever, and fans. I'm like, well, it's pretty much the same thing. It's a cooler. So let's see if it works. Well, we've had this up and running for a week, and I have it set up. At first, the thing got up to 115. So we had to adjust everything. But right now, for a week, we've been stable at 84, 85, which is what I'm going for. This is for the monitor eggs and other things that are ball pythons. So, but this is a test. Open it up. So here we have a 10-gallon aquarium with 2 circulating fans and 2 heaters. We don't need the 2 heaters, but we have it for redundancies in case we need another one. And right now we're just working on dialing it in. And if you can see here, the water temp is 87.1, so it's about 3 degrees. So it's 87 for the water. It makes the air right above it 84.9, but at the top, I just moved this to the lower rack, but the top, which is the same. So it keeps this whole thing at 84 with 90 plus humidity. This is with one of these little gauges. It's probably higher, but it's 90% humidity. This says 82, but we're still dialing this in. We're checking the sieves. Well, the problem with the salve eggs is most of them have been fertile. They're not making it. Only one's left that may go term, but not. But there's a few things that could happen. I'll do that in another video. But yeah, this is the new cooler incubator. We're calling it Liquid Logic because we're using the water method. All right, so stay tuned for more updates.